Hello, Say Villagers. Welcome to Students Advocating for Youth, Say Village. I'm your director, Robin McWilliams.
And I'm your Assistant Director, Lindsay Hubbard.
This video is your orientation into the village. If you have any questions, we will be happy to address them at the end of the video.
I'm Luke Bailey. I'm one of your EAs for this year. I'm an English major hoping to become a high school English teacher. I'm from Asheboro, North Carolina. And something you can remember me by is that I have great drawings on my whiteboard in my room.
Hi, my name is Katie King. I'm a math education major from Asheville, North Carolina. And something to remember me by is that I really love to cook and bake and sing, and usually all at the same time.
Hello everyone, my name is Madeline. I'm majoring in secondary math education and math. I am from Matthews, and one thing you can know about me is that I'm a type 1 Enneagram.
Hey guys, my name is Kaylee. I'm from a small town in Johnson County called Pine Level, and I'm majoring in middle grade math education, and you can remember me by the fact that I'm on the clogging team at NC State.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and I'm an elementary education major, and I'm also minoring in music performance, and I'm from Raleigh, and something to remember me by is that I have 5 siblings, 4 of which are brothers.
Hi everybody, my name is Amy. I am an elementary education major. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and a fun fact about me is that my favorite Howling Cow ice cream flavor is peanut butter spin.
Thank you, education advisors. So what is a village and how did we get here? Well, villages began at NC State in 2003. And Say's first year as a village was in 2004 when we were one of only 3 other villages on campus. Now, the university has 16 total villages. So why do we refer to them as villages and not living and learning communities? Well, our great and wonderful late basketball coach, Kay Yao, of our United States women's basketball team, was the Olympic coach in 1988 in Seoul, Korea. And she realized that there was an array of excellence among the athletes in the Olympic Village in Seoul. And she brought that idea back to NC State. And so what began with one athletic village morphed into the idea that every village would have a theme and a foundational piece that students would work around. Within Say Village, we also have something called DAY, Determined Area Youth. And DAY began through a Kellogg grant in 2005 and has been sustained until this day. DAY students work with middle school students, and those are students who have returned to our Say Village for their second year.
Our mission statement here in Say is to be a community for those who desire to be lifelong advocates for youth. We prepare students who want to lead and serve. This community reflects a commitment to improving the lives of disadvantaged children, as well as a diverse and socially conscious broadening of the transition from high school to college and beyond for village residents.
Following the mission statement, we also have 3 learning objectives that you guys will fulfill throughout the year. The first is to foster the development of students as lifelong youth advocates. The second is to enhance the multicultural competence of students. And the third is to provide an intentional residential community, which provides the holistic development of students and assists with the transition to college.
Within Say, we have some specific lingo we like to use, and it's important that you're familiar with it. So EA stands for Education Advisor, and that's us. EAs work together with your resident advisors to provide safe programming in SIM Hall. We're sometimes referred to as resident mentors or RMs. DAY stands for Determined Area Youth, which is second-year students who work with middle schoolers, and we call them DAYers. ED stands for the College of Education here at State. Field experience is when you work with your partner schools. Sayers are anyone in the village, and Say Points is our way of tracking participation in village events.
So you may be wondering how all of these things work together. Stay tuned. First, you have the course, ED 150, and then in the spring, you'll take ED 151. The course is called Issues in Youth Advocacy. There's a syllabus and grades, and day is not a part of the class. Field experience is our partnership with other schools, and we work with 4th and 5th graders. Both of these things happen on Tuesday afternoons. Day happens on Thursdays at the partner middle schools. Then we have Village Life. Village Life includes living in Syme Hall, programs, encounters, and pop-ups. All of this is tracked by our Say Points. The only thing that's a little bit of an oddball is the All Village gatherings. Those are mandatory, and it's so that we can keep in touch with one another. ED 150 and ED 151, as well as field experience, are mostly run by Robin and I, while your education advisors and your resident advisors are more on the hall side and village side of things. Altogether, this makes up the wonderful world of Say.
Complete orientation. Congrats, you're doing it right now. Meet all the academic requirements in the syllabus, which you will get on the first day of class. And be in good standing in the village by participating in programs, encounters, and pop-ups, and we'll talk about that next.
So in order to determine your standing and involvement in the village, we have created what we call the Say Point system. So the way you obtain Say Points is through attending the various opportunities we have available to you throughout the semester. The first type of opportunity that we have is the Get to Know You, which is a meetup with Robin and Lindsay, and that is equal to 5 Say Points. Then next we have programs, which are 2 Say Points, and these can be in person or virtual. They're about an hour or more, and they involve a presentation of new material, group participation, and discussion. Next we have the Encounters, which are worth 1 Say Point. These again can be in person or virtual. They last around 20 to 30 minutes and involve discussion and socializing. And then finally we have our pop-ups, which are worth 0.5 point. Again, could be around 20 to 30 minutes, but they're really just a quick check-in to socialize or talk about village challenges, things like that. So here you'll see the breakdown of the standings based on points. So an outstanding is 15 or more points, great is between 12 and 14 points, good is between 9 and 12 points, which is our recommended minimum, and then fair is between 6 and 9 points, and poor is below 6 points. And just as a disclaimer, because we are unsure of how this semester will go, your standing in the village will be adjusted based on the actual opportunities that we have available and the ones that are actually attended. The purpose of these points is to foster a community environment for our village, and ideally we would like our entire village to be an outstanding in order to maximize the participation and involvement.
Ultimately, you are responsible for finding out when events will happen. You are also responsible for showing up to events for which you register. We will be communicating these events and other important information through your NCSU email, band, and through flyers and bulletin boards posted around Syme. So that you know a little more about us, we are so excited to get to know each of you. Now, please fill out the Get to Know You survey.